A new school year means new challenges, especially for kids learning virtually.
But one very important question we keep getting from parents is how schools plan to prevent students from cheating on assignments and exams.
7 Action News reporter Amir David explores some solutions in tonight's Rebound Detroit report.
As if virtual learning wasn't challenging enough for parents, now you'll also need to worry about keeping your kids honest.
Inside West Bloomfield High, no chatter of students shuffling down the halls, no school announcements or school bells.
So the idea of this analogy that I'm trying to get with.
This year, only teachers are allowed to occupy classrooms, meaning the students are tucked away at home, many working with no supervision for the very first time, operating in a largely unregulated setting, in what some worry could be the wild, wild west of schooling.
They have computers at home, they can use their phones whenever they want to.
Maintaining accountability and integrity, now a big challenge, as technology puts the chance to cheat right at a student's fingertips.
You can Google pretty much anything and you can find pretty much any answer to any test that comes from a commercial publisher.
At least one parent we spoke to, not overly concerned.
Well, of course, I think it's a thing to worry about. I think testing will ultimately be the final decision. So, and if they get tested and they can't make it, then that's a clear scale.
But is that really the case?
A lot of students are sharing the teacher's test.
Ethan Fieldman, CEO of learning support platform Math Nation, says cheating is actually a big business these days.
A lot of people see money in creating a company to help students cheat, unfortunately, and so they are popping up quickly.
Today, it's more accessible than ever before. A quick search under the words "take my exam for me" pulled up 548 million options. Within seconds, I found well-established sites like Boost My Grade and NoNeedToStudy.com.
It has to look different than we've ever thought about assessment in the past.
West Bloomfield Assistant Superintendent Deanna Barish says tackling the problem must be two-pronged. Adjustments by the teachers.
You really can't have students doing things like multiple choice tests or things where they would not have to have authentic answers. So we are really saying things more like projects where you really have to do the work.
And perhaps most notably, adjustments and more involvement on the part of parents.
One thing you can do at home is, the best thing is to proctor, is to watch them when there's a big exam.
Without looking at the screen, Fieldman says parents just being in the same room can diminish a child's cheating significantly. But since that's not always possible, a second recommendation is limiting the child's access.
You can block all websites except for the website that your student should be using.
And a third recommendation, Fieldman says, is to make sure you give students the supplemental resources they need to understand the material so they don't feel the need to resort to cheating in the first place. Often that's the reason it happens. Leaning on platforms like Math Nation or the National Science Digital Library, which helps kids break down tough concepts, can be very helpful. We will post those links on our website. And if you have a question or concern, make sure you send it to us, Rebound Detroit at WXYZ.com. I'm Amira David, 7 Action News.